This is a hobby and demonstration video for all ages. I make no claims to any and all trademark and copyrighted content. In my last King-Ohger video, I said there's more the Ohger Crown Lance can do than I showed you. We are getting back to that. For it involves the topic of this video, that being the Castle of Shugodom. This castle is known as the Caucasus Kabuto Castle. Before we talk more about the castle, I need to bring up two important villains from the show. First is the leader of the Bugnarok, Desnarok VIII. He has an intense hatred towards the human race and demands that his followers eradicate them all. The other is Desnarok's general, Deathblow Shogun Daigorg. He was killed by Jeremy's mother 2,000 years ago, but was revived in the modern day when Desnarok struck a deal with Rockless. In one episode, Daigorg grew to a size far bigger than King-Ohger, so he could wipe out Shikyu with one swing of his pickaxe. But a growth of that size meant he couldn't move until the next morning. The King-Ohgers had to act before it was too late. They discovered the castle can transform into a giant robot, and the Ohger Crown Lance is the key to making that happen. The first attempt led to many gears needing to be replaced. Fortunately, the people of Shugodom were able to gather enough just in time. With all the gears replaced, King Kuwagata Ohger plunged the Ohger Crown Lance into the key slot, triggering the castle's transformation into his personal Megazord! King Caucasus Kabuto! I showed my brother a clip of this transformation on YouTube, and I said to him, "Imagine if Gondor's castle could do that." His response was, "If a castle from Lord of the Rings could do that, it would be... to war!" Oh, the GIF ended sooner than I thought. Anyway, as I said in the Ohger Crown Lance video, the first 3 spins allow King Kuwagata Ohger to attack using the powers of the Shu Gods I've shown you before. The 4th spin allows him to use the power of King Caucasus Kabuto, especially when he pilots it. And speaking of which, after activating this colossal Megazord, King Kuwagata Ohger defeated Daigorg using only 2 moves. The first was a solid punch to the gut. The second was a downward swing of King Caucasus Kabuto's guardian weapon. a golden Hercules beetle called Guardian Hercules. The entire series of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger is divided into 2 chapters. In the second chapter, it was discovered that the castle can also transform into a giant spaceship. This spaceship is in the form of a giant, colossal black and gold Caucasus beetle called God Caucasus Kabuto. There's one last thing the castle can do. Demonstrating it will take 20 clips side by side to maintain stability. But first, we'll build up to it with some more lore talk. With Daigor destroyed once again, Desnarok was at the end of his rope. He was going to take drastic measures. He grew to giant size while descending into the core of Chikyu, intending to destroy the planet from the inside out. Fortunately, the descent took a long time, which allowed the King-Ohgers to devise a plan to stop him. Surviving the descent requires 2 things. 1. All 20 Shu Gods, which includes the newly acquired God Caucasus Kabuto and Guardian Hercules. And 2. All 20 Shu Gods needed pilots. The Shu Gods had already chosen their pilots, and the King-Ohgers used the Ohger Calibers and Kimono Slayer to find out who they chose. With all the preparations met, the King-Ohgers combined God Caucasus Kabuto and Guardian Hercules with Extreme King-Ohger to form the series Ultrazord! God King-Ohger! In the history of both Power Rangers and Super Sentai, God King-Ohger is the biggest Ultrazord of them all, not only in size, but also in the number of components. It's formed by the combination of 20 Zords. 20! The big 2-0! Never before has an Ultrazord had that many components. Never! Tokyo Rainbow held the record of the most components, but God King-Ohger broke that record by 5 components. 5! Sorry, I'm a little too hyped. Anyway, God King-Ohger has an assortment of weapons, but the one used in the final attack is the sword originally used by King-Ohger's base form. Man, God King-Ohger is so big that, as you can see, I can't fit the whole thing in the frame. I just don't have enough table space. The power and might of this Ultrazord is so great that it won the King-Ohger's many battles, including the final battle. And that's it for this video. This won't be my last King-Ohger video, but it will be a while before I can get to more. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and stay tuned for more.